Hello and welcome to Miniature Realms. My name's Stuart and welcome to my 10mm Wars of the Roses project vlog number 5. Now this one has been a long time coming. I had recorded it and lost most of the footage from it halfway through editing. Then lots of things happened, so family things and busy things and new releases to do with Epic Napoleonics, which I had to cover. It's not that I lost love with this at all. I'm really enjoying it and I've been chipping away in the background slowly, but it's taken a little while to get this video out to you. I know not as many people look forward to these videos as they do the Epic range stuff, but still I wanted to make sure I keep them semi-regular to keep people who are here for those interested. So here we are anyway with number 5, and I'm happy to report I've completed painting a 6th of it. I've completed the Mainward of Edward IV's Yorkist army for Tewkesbury in 1471. Obviously, we don't have a full order of battle. For those of you that are dipping into this on number 5 and haven't sort of heard me explain my process in the first 4 of the vlogs, we don't really have a full order of battle. So I've gone through a number of processes to do it. In quick, I'm using Hail Caesar rules. I'm using an adaptations by Martin from Seventh Son, some rules that he's written to adapt them, which are based off those that are done by the Rick Priestley and that the Perrys use for a big game from their Facebook page. I'll put the link into Martin's rules. It's a little sort of updated. It's basically an army list and some rules for commanders. I'll put a link in now, and if you haven't heard of the Plastic Crack podcast, it's a podcast where 4 YouTubers get together on a Monday night and do a YouTube podcast. Martin is one of those, and there is a Facebook group for it, and that's where this is housed or held. If you're not on Facebook, do get in touch. I'm sure most people watching this video are more than aware of that, because Martin's pretty much I don't think there's anyone on YouTube that does more Wars of the Roses videos. He does it in 28mm, and I've decided to do it in 10mm, partly for sort of speed and size of table and amount of time it takes to paint all those miniatures. So anyway, but if you're new to the channel, and there are lots of new subscribers, and you haven't heard of the Plastic Crap podcast, and you found the channel through finding Epic Waterloo, Epic Napoleonics, then if you're interested in other games and other scales and things, do check that out. But anyway, back to it. So I'll pop a few images up now, actually, of Martin's sort of rules. Just flick them on the screen there. I think there's sort of 10 or 11 pages of commander rules and a bit of an army list, so that you can use Hail Caesar for games of Wars of the Roses, which is fantastic. I've been working on Tewkesbury project because I'm local to Tewkesbury. I live in Gloucester in the UK. It's there's a brilliant festival every year, well, pre-COVID anyway, when they put on a reenactment, and it's on all weekend, the stalls and stuff. It's a brilliant day out in the summer, and I just thought, well, I have all the battles to focus a collection around. That's what I'm going to go for, and by using 10mm pendraken models, it made it very, very easy to do. I don't have to paint too much liveries and things like that on, just sort of indications of colour, etc. Anyway, I have finished the first of the 6 battles that I will be doing, as in battle meaning a division, I suppose, if you're new to Wars of the Roses era gaming. 3 on each side. They split their armies into 3 battles, and I'm doing the main one, the centre basically of the Yorkists, with King Edward IV, along with the George the Duke of Clarence's brother, who was commanding with him. I think he was keeping an eye on him because he'd only recently came back round to his side, having flitted with the Lancastrians. Anyway, so I have you'll see some images going up now. So I've very recently finished painting some extra things. Well, I say very recently, actually a little while ago, but things you haven't seen. So this is another unit of men-at-arms, sort of foot knights. The banner there is a temporary one. I need a second, just sort of standard hereditary banner for Edward, or maybe even Clarence. It doesn't really matter either way, but I've put that on because I don't want an empty one at the moment. And there's 3 stands there. And then the next couple of pictures popping on the screen, I actually messed up taking the pictures. There should be 3 stands of another bill and bow unit, so it's a mixed bill and bow unit. And that is only 2 in that first picture. The third stand is actually with some Burgundian handgunners, but you can see both images on the screen now, and they're in the army shots. They're in the right places, I believe. And then I've also finished the command stand for this Mainward as well. So there's extra flags on there because there's 2 commanders, 2 lords really. Normally in the game I'll probably just have one on a stand with a bit of a retinue around him, but because Clarence and George were together, I thought I'd put him on the same base, at least for this scale of game. So I'm using 15mm flags on these rather than 10mm models. It's easy to get hold of 15mm flags. The only 10mm flags I've found that were available at the time of purchase were from Pendraken. I've used a couple, but their range is quite limited, so I've gone with freezy water flags. So they're a little bit large, but it does make quite colourful on the tabletop and things. And as you can see there, they're all spaced out in the army shot, and the right people are in the right thing. So the Burgundian handgunners are just the 2 stands in that shot, and all the bill and bow units and the knight units are right. So there's 2 bill and bow, and there's 2 knight units. I painted the others previously. There's 2 cannons as well. And then there's your command stand. So that's a division essentially. So this is a fairly short video. I just wanted to give you guys an update of where I am with the project. So it's a 6th in. I'm going to start with the Lancastrians next, rather than complete all of one side. So I will probably do the Mainward of the Lancastrian army, and again that will be a mixed command stand, I believe, because I think we're looking at Wenlock and the Prince as well. So that will be interesting. So I'm going to start with those as well, and then technically I can have a little play around game with them, maybe get my son involved just to sort of try them out, and then we'll get through the others. So I will be chipping away in the background. Those of you who are interested in this, it might look a bit buried amongst all of the epic Napoleonic stuff and the epic American Civil War and the bolt action on the channel, but it is still going. I don't tend to quit projects and bin them. It will still be going. It just may well be just sort of once a month or so that a video pops up for it. But I'll leave you now with a short sort of 1-minute video of me filming around the army rather than just the stills. Thanks very much for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe if you're finding this video for the first time. You'll see there's lots of videos on the channel. Lots of smaller scale stuff seems to be happening as well. So thanks very much for watching. Take care.